Navy, San Diego State. This is Marco's best bet of the week in the bowls. Video best bet. Marco, who do you like and why?
I like Navy in this game, and I've got motivational angles for you, and I've got fundamental angles for you why this play is the best.
Start with motivation.
Motivation. Well, first off, you've got a military school, which the academies, they're always focused. You can assure that it's not a party atmosphere for them. So they're at the bowl games. They're going to have business at hand. You're going to look at a San Diego State team. A bowl game is supposed to be a reward for a good season. You go, you get to do something. Well, for your great season, you get to go to San Diego, California, and play in your backyard.
Okay, so there's two ways to look at that. One is a disappointment, but the second is they're going to be able to practice at their facility. They're going to be able to lift weights. You know, these teams go to these bowl games days and days, a week ahead in the bigger games. So don't you see another side to that too?
There's another side to that, but to me, over the years, I feel crowd-wise, yes, going to be a huge advantage because you're going to have the San Diego back.
Which is probably embedded in the line a little bit.
Absolutely, it's embedded in the line for them to be this number.
Now the stadium they're playing at, is that different than their normal stadium, or do you know?
I believe they're playing at the Qualcomm Stadium, so I'm not 100% sure if that's their natural. We should get Mike Hook on the line. He's our San Diego.
Yeah, I don't think so, but we're uncertain of that, so maybe someone in the comment section can clear that up, but go ahead.
But this is a situation, it's a reward. The bowl game is a reward for a good season, and I just don't feel that a team will be as enthused playing at home in their own environment.
31 years you've been doing this. Is this a trend you've seen?
In these lesser bowls, yes.
All right.
Now, if it's, if you have like a Miami of Florida in the Orange Bowl, I mean, that's a different story. But in this situation, yes. The other factor we have, you've got an option attack here. Now, the advantage for San Diego State is they don't see that type of offense that often, but they've got a month to prepare for it.
And that was my main point in this game, is quirky offenses are at a disadvantage because the teams have so much time to prepare for them.
That's when we get to the fundamental, and that's why this is a big play.
All right, go ahead.
They just played last week. Navy played a late game against Army, so you don't have that normal month off for the rustiness of a Navy team. Normally, just what you said, these quirky offenses that are based on timing, the option attacks, that month off makes them come out that first quarter and be flat, rusty, their timing's off. They just had a game 12 days ago. It'll be 12 days between games.
So that's a good point, but I think you make a good point. Timing-based, quirky offenses, I think there's two reasons they're at a disadvantage in bowls. One is the rust factor, which you're making the point is mitigated here.
Right.
But the second is the opponent has a lot longer to prepare for it.
Absolutely. That's the benefit to San Diego State. They have more time to prepare for it. But I like this Navy team. Nobody's been able to stop them, even teams that played them the year before, that have faced this offense before. They score their points. Navy has won 7 of their last 8 games to finish the season. The only game they lost this year was an understandable flat spot for them. It was the week after they beat Notre Dame. And I know Notre Dame's a down team, but there's still such a mystique with Notre Dame that when you beat Notre Dame, there's a natural letdown spot for that
No, I
team.
agree. I like this Navy team. We talked about bowl history is important. They've covered 5 of 6 bowl games. And they've won 6 straight as an underdog, so they're not afraid. They step up when they are overmatched, maybe physically.
And San Diego State's not a team that I would put in that category of a physical team. They score a lot of points. They give up a lot of points.
What's the most recent line of this?
Most recent line is the line is coming down. It's down to 4.5. San Diego State minus 4.5, and the over/under 60.5.
All right, give us your projection.
I got Navy outright, folks. 38-31, high-scoring game. Both teams are going to go up and down the field, but I like Navy to put it in the end zone one more time.
I kind of agree with you on this one.
Good move.
Now, what's your record on
10-5.
66%?
66%, yes.
It's not so bad.
Not so bad.
Now it's your turn to continue the conversation. And just to be clear, that's on your video best bets you do each week, 10 and 5.
10-5. The 15 weeks of the season.
Continue the conversation in the comment section with Marco and me. And next up, we're going to be talking Christmas Eve, Tulsa versus Hawaii. And another example, this is in Hawaii. See you then.